a man being promiscuous and than a woman, because most.
You got to word it a little bit more specific than that. When it comes to promiscuity, is there
Mhm.
differentiation between man and woman?
Now I know me and one of my old coworkers at my old job, we had this conversation, and what I was saying, we spoke on a movie where this woman was very promiscuous, a very very promiscuous woman, and she was like, would you call that woman a promiscuous, or would you call the man who was chasing after her promiscuous, or would he be a hoe, or whatever else the case may be? And I feel like society or societal value is kind of is biased. It's a lot biased. It's hard on women because I didn't make the rules. This is how things been, but before I was born, before my daddy was born, before my granddaddy was born. You know, is it fair? It's not. It's not fair. But I tell a lot of people this. I'm like, because I feel like, because me and my missus, we had this conversation earlier. I'm like, women look for different things in a relationship, as opposed to what men look for in a relationship. Like prime example, when a woman come in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, she looking for a man to be stronger than her, for him to be wiser than her, for him to be well put together, and so forth. And with a woman, when a woman come in a relationship, woman, no, my bad. When a man come in a relationship, we can do build a bear workshops, or let's make a woman. Like a woman can come in a relationship with nothing, and we will take her for her looks, her beauties, and also for her being able to provide us peace, don't nag us, and so forth. A woman can come in with just those qualities, and we're gonna be like, I can work with that. You know what I'm saying? But a woman comes with a lot more. Let me go back to what I was saying. So, with a woman being promiscuous, yes, the world deem a woman as being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And she's undervalued. Why is she undervalued? Because 9 times out of 10, men, we don't look for a woman who technically, quote unquote, that I ran through. I had this conversation too with my lady before. I'm like, would you date a man that's a virgin? Like, would you date a virgin? And she said, no. And then I said to myself, I would date a virgin. You did, and a lot of
Hey,
men, we would date virgins. We would
hey,
date virgins to be our first time experience. Because with a woman, it's a woman looking for a man to be experienced, not somebody she have to teach how to do stuff that he's supposed to know.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas men, we want to be that woman only. We want to the beat on our chest, and we want to be her all. First, so I could have whack dick, I could have good dick. She wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? She can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Just mean the mindset of a man. But in regards to promiscuous, in terms of a woman towards a man, I feel like the world and societal kind of it's a bad stigma. It's a bad stigma on a woman to do so, because her value. I'm I'm being a little biased. Her value lies on how sometimes it lies on how beautiful she is, how 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 quiet, or how much of a piece she is, and also a sexual, like how many partners she have. I kind of put a value to a lot of women based off based off men requirements, you know. And then the opposite, a man could be a whore. I mean, is he's slinging a lot of dick. He's well versed. He can you know what I'm saying, lay it down, and she ain't got to teach him much, in that regard, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you how I look
Mm,
at it.
mm.
Okay. First and foremost, a man cannot be a whore. That's number one. Uh,
You gonna get some backlash.
man cannot be a whore because that's not a term for a man. That's not a term for a promiscuous man.
Mm,
The term
mm,
for this man would be whoremonger.
mm-hmm,
You know, he helps to create whores, which in
mm-hmm,
my opinion kind of worse because it just it kind of pollutes the environment with a bunch of promiscuous sex.
mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've dated women that were extremely promiscuous, and I tried not to look at their past, and they didn't did some, they probably did everything. I'm talking about everything. They probably didn't, had some real jump off moments. But
Mm-hmm.
I pass it. But it's something within a lot of those women that are very promiscuous
Mm-hmm.
or who were, they still got a lot of healing to do.
Mm.
And that's what I
Mm.
realized. It's not even necessarily that they did all that. It's the fact that they still have those same emotions, those same ideologies. They still struggling with getting that, away from them. And then they have, then they can make extreme comparisons to you, not just sexually.
Mm-hmm.
The promiscuous women that I've dealt with, they liked me, in that area. You know what I'm saying? And they taught me a little bit in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that I realized. And so yeah, man. So I guess again, a man can't be a whore. He can be a whoremonger, you know. And but yeah, man.
Can I add to that before you jump onto another topic?
But wait, I was trying to say, what up, brother? What up, King? What up, God?
What's going on? What's going on, KT? What's going on, KT?
Yes.
What's happening, big brother? What's going on? We got our Kelly Gary in there. What's happening? What's happening? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live.
Sir. But yeah, man, that's yeah, man. It's very. I think it's very important for us as men to create those distinctions. And if you're dealing with a woman that used to be promiscuous, like I have, she got to be healed. Because if she's not healed, man, she's just gonna, even if she ain't doing that stuff no more, it still can tamper with her when she's dealing with you. And then she's probably not gonna have as much sex because now she don't want to have a relationship built off sex. I've heard a woman tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
I was with her before we got in a relationship. As soon as we get in a relationship, now she's saying, "Oh, I don't want this built off sex." I'm like, "Well, I could be spending the night with somebody else right now doing something. Now I'm spending the night with you, doing nothing."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say too. That's imprisonment. That's imprisonment, bro.
What's that?
Let me tell you, that's imprisonment for a man, bro. When you dealing with you said what's that?
Yeah. No. Imprisonment. I'm trying to. What's imprisonment?
No, bro, that's imprisonment. When you laying next to a woman, and she don't want to give you no box, she at that point. If now look, if she's sick or she's going through her cycle, that's not imprisonment. That's a real excuse. But if she tells you something like she's tired,
Mm-hmm.
imprisonment.
Mm-hmm.
If you go out, let's say you married and you go out and you do anything, do you know legally that you are legally bound to her? She could sue you if you deal with another man, if you got a license of marriage. Opposed to me, I'm getting a contract. I'm not doing no license. But anyway, I'm doing my own contract where I fill in the blanks. But the thing about it is that's imprisonment, brother. That's real imprisonment. Like you mean to tell me that you're the only woman that you want me to be committed. I'm committed to you only, and then you're not gonna give me the box. Like box, you just made me a psychological prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
You now look, she doesn't want to. She doesn't. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like she does not want to set you free. She doesn't want to set you free within her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's a problem, bro. That's imprisonment.
Is imprisonment a two-way street?
Absolutely. Yeah, that man. You can make her a prisoner when
Mm-hmm.
it could be sexual, or when you don't show her affection, or when you don't show her nurturing and care and the stuff that women want. Like, that
Romance.
Well, I don't like using the word romance
From
because the first
From the Roman, yeah.
shit. I don't like. Yeah, but anyway, I got to stop cussing so much. But but yeah, I like to use the term intimacy because within intimacy, that's the real build. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't show your woman intimacy, that's imprisonment. And when she don't give you sexual gratification, when now I'm not saying it's got to be all day, every day, because that's not imprisonment. That's greed. That's greed. That's like eating a lot. That's like eating all the time. But if you don't
make you a glutton.
But if you don't eat for 2 weeks, you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta get out of this house and go find me some food. That's imprisonment.
Mhm.
So, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's imprisonment. That's one reason why I'm scared of a relationship now.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. What the woman probably gonna say when they hear this. Oh Lord.
You know what women say?
Mhm.
You know what women say? They say, "Oh, damn, y'all, this and that about is all about sex. Is it all about sex with y'all and all stuff like that?" Listen, you take that out of the equation, what's left? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you only have sex to give. I'm not saying that women only have sex to give men. What I'm saying is, if I meet you and you tell me we can be in a relationship, but we're never having sex, am I going to be in that relationship? The answer is no, because I'm going into a prison forcefully. No,
Voluntarily. Voluntarily. Yeah.
voluntarily. But if I commit myself to you and then I hook up with you and we dealing with each other and I'm laying in the bed
Mm.
and you tell me you tired or whatever, and that's the only reason, you just forced me into a prison. You forced me into a prison psychologically because I'm not good because I'm not gonna take it from you. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'll be in a real prison.
Mm.
But even if I wasn't gonna be in a real prison, I still do that because I'm not the kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
You
just
are, but many men are though.
yeah. I mean, I don't even I deal with I deal with sober women.